just after that have an open discussion so we can get everybody's point of view. So hopefully, see the main crux of the thing is in the short video I'm going to watch I want to show. This video is only 4 minutes long, and what this video does, it explains to you the basic gist of this meeting tonight. So let's kick it off. It's only 4 minutes long, but take a listen.
Hi, I'm Evan Carmichael. Welcome to another edition of Ask Evan. Today's question comes from one of my newsletter readers, Diana, who wrote in asking, I'm in the network marketing business and I want to know what the most fruitful and rewarding way of getting business builders into the business is without having to coerce them or having them join, only to incubate them, and then there's no growth of the business. Regards, Diana. So thank you for the question, Diana. Getting the right people on board is one of the biggest challenges that any entrepreneur is going to face in the network marketing business or just running a regular business. And I think the biggest challenge you're going to have to face here is you want to get people who are really passionate about the product and want to help people and not just get warm bodies because you're looking for people. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is getting the wrong person in for the job. If you have the wrong person in your business, it can be such a time suck and energy suck. They take so much of your emotional energy and mental energy away from you, and it prevents you from being able to focus on growing your business. So you want to be able to build beyond yourself. It's if you don't build beyond yourself, you're always going to be limited by how much time you have. But you want to make sure you're bringing on the right people and be really selective. So it's better to have a smaller core group of people who are really good at what they do and really love what they're doing than to have tons of people who are mediocre, are not great, and are sapping a lot of your energy. So for you, I don't know what type of products you're selling in the network marketing industry, but let's say it's beauty products, for example. What I would try to do is find people who are really passionate about beauty products and also really like helping people. And that's going to be, a really specific set of people who would be potential targets for you. But that's good. You don't want to go after anybody and everybody, right? You don't want the person who's just in it to try to make some money, who doesn't really care about beauty products, doesn't really want to help people. They're just trying to, do a cash grab. That's not going to be your ideal type of person. You want somebody who really has a passion for your product and really likes helping people. And if you can really focus your attention on finding those people, it may be a lot fewer. You may only bring in a couple people a year instead of 100 people a year. But those couple people would be really focused on helping you grow your business, and they're the right type of people to bring on board. So it's also a lot more fun. If you're working with people who love what they're doing and they're helping your customers and your customers are getting great results as well, then it's a lot more fun. You've seen the value that you're adding to people's lives, and that's really what being an entrepreneur is all about. The second thing I just quickly advise you to do, once you found those right people, you want to make sure that you train them well and that you make it as easy as possible for them to start making money. You want to set them up for success as best you can. So really make sure you're spending the time with them, coaching them, guiding them through the process, making it easy for them. Maybe give them a few leads, go with them on sales calls, try to make it as easy as possible, really invest your time. Again, you're investing more time in fewer people who you think are really, A candidates for you, instead of a lot of time invested across, 100 people who are all mediocre candidates. So if they can get set up and feel comfortable and confident, and they're starting to make money and they're seeing some early success, then it's going to be easier for them to want to stick around. And you basically getting past that survival stage is going to be the hardest part. So hopefully that helps, Diana. For those of you guys watching, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up below.
Okay, guys, that's about what this guy had to say. Now, what he said, I don't know if you picked up between the lines. Obviously, we're looking at quality, not quantity. And the second thing that he spoke about is you don't want to be an incubator, okay? Now, yes, in CFX, we do have incubators. Those are people that aren't going to be business builders. I just want everybody that is here in your, and I need everybody, I need all 16 people, and Dion's included. I need to know how many people that you have under you. If you don't have an exact figure, more or less, can you please just type that in quickly? No, Dion, I want your total downline, not the only your people, everybody in your team. In other words, your team amount. Okay, thanks, man. I hope you all got that. I need your team amount. Roy, you looking for me? Presenter. Okay. Now, in the chat, in that thing, I want you to put number 1 if that is your downline. I just want you to reaffirm it, that it is your downline. Just put a number 1 in, that it is your downline. Is it called me and your downline? No, it's your downline. Why I'm saying this and why I'm putting this, we are builders here. That's the aim of this group. Okay. Now, if you take a look at you and your downline, you are the focal point in this whole process. You are the pinnacle in the process. So in other words, without you, you're going to have problems. Now, let me explain to you. Dion's got 700 and how much is that, Dion? Sorry, 749 people. I've got 510 people in my downline. Sorry, I'm went too fast. That's what my matrix tree looks like. Okay. Now, if you understand something, how many of you on a daily basis have people phoning you and asking you questions? Sean? Guys, is everybody there? Okay. What I'm trying to say is,
yes,
we are looking at the situation. Okay. Now, on a daily basis, I get, well, I'd say 15, 20 WhatsApps or messages and things like that. And asking simple questions. I'm not talking about questions about things that happen or questions, technical questions or personal questions about their account or something like that. I'm talking about basic questions, okay, that people are not understanding. They don't know. And the problem is you don't get time to do your own work with this. And it might sound like a lecture tonight, but it's not. And I'll explain to you why it is. That is why we got this group. That is why we got this builders group. So if you are in this group, you are that focal point. So you will be in this space sometime. And then you'll understand why I'm saying this and why I'm saying it's very important to look at it. Now, if you take a look at your downline, you're the focal point. You've got 3 people under you. They've got 3 people under you. They've got 3 people under you. So you, as the focal point, have to manage those people and these people. Okay, so that's who you manage. And that's who you assist. Okay. Then this guy and these people will focus on these people and the ones underneath them. You understand? Slowly but surely, the things that you're learning here today and the things that you learn in the presentations, and then eventually you'll be doing your own presentations and things like that, that needs to be passed on and passed down. Okay. Because if that doesn't happen, things go awry. Okay. Now, I was chatting to Dion about it today. You have got the incubators, as they call it. Okay. Now, those incubators are people that are just putting in money just to grow. Okay. They are not builders. So they will need help every now and then. Now, if you don't have the knowledge to answer them, it has to go upstream. Okay. Now, some of the people downstream just decide, this fellow right at the bottom will decide, hey, I'm going to skip, and I want to go there. Okay. You don't mind. I don't mind now. But now, what happens if this figure here, 510, becomes 5,010 or 55,010? What happens then? Then it becomes impossible. You understand what I'm saying? That is why we formed this core leadership. Okay. The core leadership or the builders group are the ones that work in the downlines, that understand the process, they understand they up to speed with everything that is happening. Okay. Now, slowly but surely, we are all getting up to speed. We are all getting up to the things, what's happening in with everything. And you'll be later on, once you get to your executive status and you get ranked up, you get put onto leadership groups. Okay. And those leadership groups get a bit more inside information that they can relate to the downline. Now, if we're not relaying it to our downline, that's where it dies, because that's when something like this starts happening. These guys are builders. This guy's not interested, but from the flow over or the spill over, he gets people under him and people under him. But those people aren't getting helped. Okay. So what happens? This guy's a builder. He's got a healthy team. This guy's not a builder. So he's got an unhealthy and unhealthy. Now, this lady is a builder. She wants to get going. But the guy on top of her is not giving any help. What happens is 90% of the time, the people under that person, even though she's a keen builder and a keen go-getter and stuff like that, the people under her suffer because she's not getting the right information through, even though she's energetic and stuff like that. And yes, sometimes she will bypass and go to the top. But this is normally what happens. This is just a rough pencil sketch of what is happening out there at the moment. Now, if we go back to, sorry, wrong one. If we go back to this one, yeah, there's a lot of people out there, okay? There's a couple of levels deep. I think I'll go 8 or 9 or something levels deep on the downline. But now the thing is, there's a lot of people in this group that I have that aren't builders. They're not doing anything. They're like this. So as if that happens, the stagger going up, the stagger of information coming down doesn't work. So it doesn't get down to the bottom. Okay. So it's important to understand that even though this guy's not a worker or something like that, he must still be able to get up to speed. Or if he is not interested, and if he's just an investor or he's just put money in just to grow his own portfolio, then he must let the downline, these 3 people, bypass him and then come up to sit in that group. Okay. So that information always flows. So it's basically just, you just compress this guy. So he's not existent. Now, a lot of you guys in my team, I've got 2 executives in the one line, the same as Dion's got 3 executives in the one line. Unfortunately, with Raymond's passing, a lot of the guys that are under that were formed under Raymond originally are in limbo, but they're not in limbo because they've got me above them, so they can come to me and I can assist and get them going. Now, Kurt is one of those people, and Kurt is doing extremely well, and that is what I like. You know, the participation, the enthusiasm, and everything that gets put in will help you grow. Now, Kurt's been in a short time. His team is he's sitting on roughly 10 people already, and slowly but surely that will grow. But now, as the crux of the video says, we are looking for quality, not quantity. Okay. But when you're looking at the quality of people that you're signing up, if they are going to be builders, you must make sure that those builders are trained. Exactly what we're doing here. Now, out of 749 people, we've got 18 people, 17 people that are interested in building the business. Okay, there have been people that have asked to be excused tonight because they can't be here, which I understand. But it just shows you that things like this are very important. Now, we've got these 17 people. Now, if you've got a core group of 17 people, because you fall on different levels in the downline, and the people under you fall on different levels on the downline, if you can make your core team strong, okay, so that if there are a couple of gaps in between, you can catch up. You know, the reason why Dion and I work well together is I help these guys in his team, and he helps the guys in my team. So we're not looking and saying, hey, okay, listen here, this is your client, sort it out. There's sometimes that I can't see a client because I'm busy with something else. I phone Dion and I say, please, can you just assist this person? Or if somebody's Afrikaans speaking, I'd rather get Dion to speak to them than me, because afterwards it will sound like confetti. But the thing is, you have to work together. This is a big teamwork effort to get everybody up and going. So you have to understand that the people that you bring in, the ones that aren't going to build, they're going to be your incubators. The things that are happening with the builders, the people that have got one or two people under them, sometimes those people just need a little bit of motivation, a little bit of leadership, a little bit of just a pat on the back and say, hey, bud, you're doing well. I see you've got two people. Can I help you get more? Okay. And slowly but surely, those people will get caught up in that movement and that excitement and that passion that you have. Exactly what Kurt wrote a bit earlier. You have to have the passion. You have to have the passion for this business. And there's a lot of times where a lot of people lose focus. And it's happened with guys that we know that have got teams of 10, 20 under them, and they just lose focus. And, yes, things are tough nowadays, and people are going through a lot of ups and downs and ins and outs, losing jobs and things like that. But you must remember, things change. And every single time that you are down and feeling low, there are 10 times other times where you are feeling up and you're okay. But that down feeling that you get really drains you, and it drains everybody around you. And if you are in a slump and you're a presenter or you're a team leader, it shows. You can hide it, you can try to disguise it as much as you like, but it still comes through. So you always have to have that positivity around you, that positive drive. Because if you are building your team, and let's play, pretend that all these people are builders. You don't want the guy in red, because the guy in red is going to break one whole leg of your team down. So what you have to look at, you have to look at doing a regrow on this guy. So you have to reprogram him, because that is the guy that's going to cost you in the long run. If you look at a 3x10 matrix, 55,000 people. So you must understand, every person that is in your team, that is a builder, look after those people. Make sure that you nurture them. Make sure that they understand. Make sure that if there is a problem, help them. And if you cannot help them yourself because you don't understand something, by all means, contact Dion, contact myself, contact one of the leaders that's above you, that you know that is building, that is doing well. So it's very important to make sure that you keep contact with your team at all times. Okay. A lot of people are working. Yes, we understand that. A lot of people are in other jobs and stuff. But at night, from the time you get home, I'm sure you can phone maybe 2 or 3 of your top guys, not every night, but just phone them. How's it going? Are you okay? I phone Isidore sometimes and he slams the phone in my ear, and and Sean, he never answers his phone. I'm like, but from time to time I phone people and I just to say how's it, because you must always understand that the people under you, if they are doing well, you are doing well. And it's not only a money thing. It's being human. You understand? Because I look at this as a family. I look at the guy called Carl Walker that's in Mauritius. I don't know him too well and things like that, but sometimes we'll say a few words on Facebook to each other and have a chat and stuff like that. But I know if I go over to Mauritius one day, I could go past him and say, "Hey, Carl, how's it going?" And have a chat. So you always keep the notion that we are a group of people that can work together, that can grow together. And if we help each other, we're going to get so much further. Okay. So that's enough from my chit chat and stuff like that. I want to ask you, and anybody that wants to, please unmute yourself and answer. What other things have you seen? What other problems have you come across with people in your downline? Let's have an open discussion. Let's see who, how, and what we can do to prevent it.
Hey, Robert, can I just digress? That that infographic you had up there with the guy with the red around him, and he wasn't interested, or say for argument's sake he leaves CFX. How is the downline rearranged?
It doesn't get rearranged. It stays the same. Anything that would have gone to that guy goes to CFX on the fast starts, but the rest, everything still goes up as normal.
So it's just like a gap.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
The unilevel and fast start goes to the company, but the rest, matrix and all those things goes.
No, but the unilevel goes up 10 levels, Dion. So Okay, Courtney.
Okay, yes. First of all, it was a good talk. I agree with you there. The problem we had is that, because we also have businesses and we take something for granted, that it's going to happen by itself. And then I think there are 2 people that withdraw from CFX because I never really contact them. And then I decided, from now I'm going to really make an effort to speak to all of them via WhatsApp at least once a week, or just inform them about something. And I found out that especially my first line, they don't know nothing because nobody really comes to a training. They have problems and misunderstandings because they do not know nothing about CFX. They have money there. Like I said to a guy last week, I mean, will you give me your bank account, your debit card? He said, no, I won't. He said, but you don't care about CFX. You have a lot more money in there, you know. So I've started to work on each and every one of them, informing them. If they don't want to come to a webinar, a teaching, then I'll be the one that teaches them. Sometimes I go to their places and I teach them about CFX. And since then, you can see there's a change. I have 4 people now already working on somebody else.
Excellent.
So basically, the one number thing is they don't know enough about their product. They are afraid. They are afraid to tell people about it because they themselves don't know anything about this. You know.
No, you see, Courtney, that is why we started this group. So you as a leader, you get the information and slowly but surely try to coerce them to come onto a webinar or a Zoom call. But a lot of people can't, and I understand it. You know, some people don't have data, or some people are what's the name. But it's quite right what you said. You know, I always say, you know, if you treat this like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. If you treat it like pocket money, it's going to pay you pocket money. Treat it like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. And that's exactly what going hand in hand what you say. You know, especially people, you say, listen, you know, if I gave you an opportunity to start a business that pays you $40,000 a month, and you give me $100,000, are you going to work that business? Of course you'll work that business. But if I say to you, listen, you know, give me $100,000, and you know, if you work this business, you'll get the money. But if you don't, you're not going to get anything. The person's not going to work the business. Okay, but that's where we have the good fortune of being with CFX, where we can get a passive income coming in, and slowly but surely it grows. And once you get to a certain package level, that just expedites the whole time. But you must understand that you, as a builder, you want to build this up to a situation where, like Dion is as well, he wants to make this his income, like I'm doing. You know, there's nothing more satisfying coming from where I came from to be doing this. And the thing is, you know, as I put out on Facebook the other day, you know, I was up to the age of 49, 50. I was still rushing around, you know, doing this and doing that and doing this to make it happen. And it was tough. When I was much younger, I had a very good, I had my own company as well, and I was doing very well. And then things changed. And that happens in life. You know, you have your ups and downs. But the thing is, you cannot give up. You know, when if you go back, you know, to, I think I was about 26 or 27. Those days, I was earning like 70,000 a month, and that was a hell of a lot of money for myself. You know, I had a house, I had everything that could open and shut, and due to change in regulations and things like that, the business folded. So I had to start over. I had to reinvent myself, if you understand what I'm saying. And once I reinvented myself, things started going up again, but things changed again. And then I fell down. It's always got to do with your adaptation to the situation that you're in. Now, the main thing, Courtney, is if you look at the situation you're in, you working, but you're still making effort after hours. Dion, can you just check the back there, please, man? You're still making an effort to contact your people, and that's what helps things work. That's that makes things going. Now, if you've got going to see them and 4 of them already starting to work on people, you're a winner. Okay, even if one of them started to work on people, you're still a winner. But you must also make sure that that people see what you're doing, see your success, see your input into the business. And see your achievements. You don't want to brag about it. I'm not saying brag about it and go buy a house and go buy a Porsche when you get to the top level. I'm still driving my Ford Fiesta, and that's it. That's what I do. I'm not interested in glitz and glamour. But what I can show you in my back office and what I can show you in my wallets, that's something different. You understand? But the thing is, you have to make sure that when people see your success, they want to be like you. And that is the most important thing that you can show your downline. Show them that you are successful in what you're doing. Because what does that do? That gives them confidence, A, in you as a leader, and B, in the company. Because with those two, that's the combination of what makes this thing tick. So make sure that the people see that you know what you're talking about. Make sure people see that you are doing what you say you're doing, and make sure people see that you are helping them and helping their downline. Now, if you're helping their downline, you're helping them. So that is important to do. And well done, Courtney. That's well done.
Hey guys, thanks. How's it, Dan? You want to say something quickly?
No, I think he put his mark on wrong.
Okay. Hi guys. Thanks, Rob, for what you brought tonight. Thanks, Courtney, for the participation. What I would like to just share with you guys tonight is we keep saying that when you join CashFX, you can join, you put your money in, and you can get a return per day. And we're never going to deviate from that. We created this group for people that wants to speak to people about it. So if you're on the group and you want to just invest, don't feel that we are pushing you into a direction that you shouldn't be, that you don't want to go into. But I want you to understand something. And I want to put this little statement on the screen. Network marketing makes the most millionaires all over the world. There is no other company structure that has made as many millionaires as network marketing has done. Now, when you join CashFX and you're putting your money in and you're getting a return on a daily basis, you're not network marketing. You simply can come into this company with no pressure to network market. But like Richard Maud said, that when he came into the company and he saw the bonus system that this company had for us, he knew that if he climbed in and he actually used that system, he would be able to upgrade from a $300 package to a $100,000 package quicker. And he did that in 8 months. We've worked out with that spreadsheet that I've got, that if you came in and you just upgraded and you never worried about speaking to people, again, you can do that, but it will take you 5 years. But then again, like I said the other night or last night, 5 years. Courtney, when you started working, when you initially started working, you earned an X amount of salary. When you stop now and you go straight on the CashFX, you know how much you withdrew on a monthly basis from your company. Jan, the same with you. You started at, I think it was a business forms company at some stage when I knew you initially, and Kalamazoo. And you earned a certain amount of money, and you know how much you were able to withdraw from your company. But within 5 years with this company, you can do nothing with other people. Just make sure you can upgrade. And if there's some shortfall at some stage, put that money in and upgrade all and keep upgrading without withdrawing. 5 years later, you're going to be earning 212 plus per month. Now, guys, if you can get your memory banks out and remember when you started working, what salary you started with, and go back and see from then till now, what salary are you currently enjoying? And if you're retired or if you got your own business, what are you drawing? What are you getting in terms of pension from the corporate that you used to be, or is it the government pension? Now, guys, I want to make a statement here tonight, which you guys have to take with you tonight. 95% of the people that retire, come now, 95% of the people that retire at the moment are bankrupt in this country. In fact, let me reduce that or re-say that. They're bankrupt in the world. 95%. Now, I'm going to ask you, are you planning to retire bankrupt? No, you're not. You think you are making enough. You think you are planning good. The stats are not what I'm sucking out of my thumb, the 95%. It's in black and white. It's all over the internet. It's all over the stats in the countries. Whatever you are planning, what I like, and I'm not sure if she's on tonight. I don't think she's on tonight, Aurora. Whatever I plan in this life, when you get to retirement, your pension becomes null and void, just about. This government is going to take as much as they can out of that pension fund, if you have anything left when you retire. What Aurora said is that she had to go on a pension fund. She had some money that came out, so she started with CashFX. But what she's saying now is she would never have been able to retire the way she's retiring now, and she's just turned 70. And she's made a plan to get into a network marketing company, which she's now building as well, and create an income that supplements that pension income. And now she's not part of that 90%, 95% of the world anymore. I want to make sure you understand. And the only way you can do this properly, you can take 5 years and you'll get to the $100,000 pack and you'll live very comfortable with that in retirement. But if you were to do that in 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, I know that a lot of you, and we're looking at Jan now, Jan at the age of 84, 5 years might be pushing it for him to 89, but it can be done. But what we're going to do is we're putting a plan together. Jan has come to the realization that he wants to start building this company now, and I'm going to make sure I help him as much as I can, even if it's remote, but I will be going back to Port Elizabeth on a regular basis to start building with him. And I'm going to include Courtney, and I'm going to include whoever is in PE there as well, to help them to actually build this company to the point where they can retire comfortable.
You must also remember one thing, Dion. You all know that your fiat currency halves every 5 years. So every 5 years, your fiat currency drops by 50%. So if you are taking a look at that, you know, when I started with insurance, I was doing insurance about 20 years. And when I started about 20 odd years ago, you could always say to the person, okay, this is what your policy is going to pay out when it matures, and this, and about after, I think about 10 years ago, you weren't allowed to say that anymore, because the people could not guarantee that payout. So they'll give you an approximate or estimated but when I started, you could tell them this is exactly what you're going to get out. No, not anymore, because with the economy the way it is, and ups and downs and things like that, it's not stable. You have to make the stability yourself, and everything that you do is to benefit you, your family, your loved ones, and that's what you have to look at it for, as like a lot of people say, you want to be with this legacy company, and you want to not only build it for yourself, you want to build it for your children's children, and it is possible, guys. It really is, and I humbly say this, with each one of your input and your dedication, and just being on the call tonight shows that you are somebody that is willing to take that step. So slowly but surely, as we learn, as we grow, and as we look at the different things, I know there are a lot of people on the call tonight that are still battling with what happens and how to do an upgrade, how to do that. So that's from next week, I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on internal structure, on how to upgrade, what to do, and what to do with the different things that happen in CFX, the questions that get asked and how to address them and things like that. So we're just going to cover those. So at least you are geared for that when people start asking you, your downlines start asking you. You know, I'm just going to give you a simple question, and then this is one of the biggest ones that come in on a daily basis, is they want to change the email. And they say, I've sent things to support sent me a letter saying they've acknowledged it, but they haven't done it. You cannot send a letter to support. Your upline has to send it. Or somebody above you has to send it. So, you know, that's just one of the things that you need to know. And then a lot of people are asking me, oh, what happens when my pack reaches 200%? What do you do? What do you tell them? Or my pack's about to blow. What must I do? How must I do it? Well, if the money's still there, you're fine. But if the money's not there, no one else can help you except yourself. But there are certain questions that do arise from time to time that we're going to address and look at how to overcome those things. So what we want to do is get everybody up and running on the systems. That's just going to take one presentation. So if you are, and if you have other people that would like to get involved with this thing, get them on. We have put out the Zoom call on all the groups, but that's going to stop soon because I don't want people that see. There's a lot of people just see, oh no, this is another Zoom call. They must get on, because I want to start like a curriculum here that we can go through the different phases, get everybody on the same page, as I keep on mentioning every week, that it takes the stress off your upline. So slowly but surely, the people that are at the top can concentrate more on helping you build your team, instead of fielding answers and fielding questions the whole time. We can get down to the nitty-gritty of building. So if there is a question, and that person in that pivotal point can answer the question, so it doesn't have to go up to the top anymore. I see. Yes. Did you get that from? Sorry, Kurt. Did you get that from CFX powerteamsite.com?
Yes. When I started out, Isidore shared that with me.
Yeah. No, that's good. Thanks, man. Guys, as Kurt's doing, and I like what Kurt does. If you go to cfxpowerteamsite.com, 90%, I'd even go more, 99% of the questions that most people ask are there in video form, short videos. Some of them are 5 minutes, some of them are a bit longer, but it goes in depth into the different aspects of what's happening in CFX.
Right, so those videos are shot in Vimeo, not in YouTube. So I'm going to attempt to download those videos, and I will start sharing them on an ongoing basis on the group so that you guys can go through those videos at your leisure.
Well, guys, is there any input from your side? Anybody want to say anything? I know Roy is full of questions. Roy, would you like to ask something?
Go ahead, Jan.
Somebody flashed a little slide on the screen now about prospecting. If that person could perhaps forward it to me, I would appreciate it very much.
Prospecting.
Yeah, I'll post that in the builders group, and then everybody can see it over there as well.
Cool.
Right, thanks.
Dankie, Kurt. Dankie, Jan. Anybody else with a question? You're going to keep it early tonight?
Can I maybe make a statement? Not a question though.
Ja, jy kan 'n statement maak, Kurt.
Okay, so for me, when I started, I asked myself the question, how am I going to build? And it all pointed to one thing, education, right? And if you drive yourself to educate yourself on the platform itself, using all the tools, everything at your disposal, you then basically build yourself a power, and that is knowledge. And the easiest and quickest way to build your team is to have the knowledge to be able to guide your teammates. And Sharon's on the call and she can vouch for this. I constantly post in my group with my team, feeding golden nuggets, encouraging them always, and basically taking them by the hand. And because I've done that, Sharon has shown so much potential. With a brother coming on, and a brother's got already about 15 people, maybe even more now. And he's also showing so much potential, but he's not even a member yet. And I am looking so forward to actually taking him also by the hand and showing him the ropes, giving him the knowledge that I've gathered, and basically moving with him. I do have other members in the team that is obviously preoccupied with various things, and I understand their situation, but they also too have prospects. So I'm not giving up on them. I'm basically just waiting for that right time to nurture them. So for me, my best advice is to educate yourself as far as possible, because that is going to be your power.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, guys, thank you for being on this call. Rob, anything else?
Just in closing, guys, Dion has posted those links. I also posted the CFX Power Team site, but you got all the others there. Use those things. I promise you, they are very helpful. And what I'd like to ask you is, next week, if you can, just bring one of your people that are a builder, or that's new, that is going to build the business. I'm bringing Dion. He's on already. Dion Alexander, welcome again. I'm bringing him. So each one of you, please bring one of your downline, and then from there, what we can do is we can make the section grow, and then also get the knowledge down the downline.
Okay,
Guys, thanks a lot.
I know you wanted, I think Anna wanted to say something there. She had unmuted herself.
No, sorry, that was by mistake. I'm
Okay.
good. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, guys. All the best, people. Have a good evening. Back tomorrow night with the presentation.
Dion, can we make tomorrow? I think tomorrow night we must do Afrikaans presentation. Eh?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because I don't think we've had Afrikaans for a while.
Ja, ek sal gou 'n woordeboek uitkry.
Asseblief.
Okay. Okay, guys. All the best. Have a good evening.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Good night. It was good.
Night, everyone. Bye.
Sleep tight.
Night.